This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, it's going to be a very busy month at the Tamaqua Community Arts Center. We will tell you all about it next. Thanks for watching FYI Weekend. I'm Ken Kara, and let's get started. It's a major problem plaguing the state of Pennsylvania: pension reform. State Representative Tara Toohill has more in her legislative report.
Representative Tara Toohill talking about a problem that affects municipalities across the Commonwealth and potentially taxpayers as well, the pension crisis. What can you tell us about it?
Yes. Well, we have a statewide pension crisis. We have $42 billion of unfunded liability for state workers and their pensions, and that's PSERS and SERS. So we have that unfunded liability, and we don't know how to fund that, and that results in raising taxes, which hurts taxpayers, or the other way that they do it is cutting services, and that also hurts the taxpayers. So you're having higher taxes and less services, so it hurts people. So we have to do something about this pension crisis because we keep on moving it forward every year and avoiding it. And what's happened now is we have the statewide pension crisis, but we also have municipal crises as well. So 41% of Pennsylvanians are living in a municipality that is having a distressed situation where they can't pay their employees either. So this is municipal fire, municipal police, and all of the municipal workers who have pensions. One of the solutions that we've been looking at is moving to a defined contribution plan, and there's also a cash balance plan. So the employer is still going to put money in. So the employee puts in about 6%, 6 to 9% of their income is going to go into their retirement, and then the employer is going to, that which is the municipality, is going to pay about 4% in. So going forward, this isn't the people that are working now, but we do need to look for pension solutions for the future because it's going to just result directly in the taxpayer having to pay more if we don't do something about it. So it's a huge unfunded liability, both on the state level and the municipal level. So we've been exploring our options, and hopefully this year we're not going to continue to kick the can down the road, and we'll be able to reach consensus here with the House and the Senate.
Here's some news from the desk of the Mayor of West Hazleton. West Hazleton Borough Council will hold its regular monthly meeting this Tuesday at 6 p.m. The meeting will be held in the Borough Building on 4th Street in West Hazleton. If you love the arts, then you need to check out the Tamaqua Community Arts Center. Lisa Sugart has more on what will be a very busy month for the organization.
I'm pleased to welcome back Leona Riga, who is with the Tamaqua Community Arts Center. Every month is a busy month at the Tamaqua Community Arts Center, but especially the month of August. So Leona, tell us what many things you have in store for everybody.
August is really a great month for theater. We are really excited. We are hosting 3 separate theater shows. One will start this weekend. It's The Sound of Music, and it's being offered by the Carbon Schuylkill Theater. We also have another group of 2 young ladies that are affiliated with the Strawberry Playhouse that will be doing a youth murder mystery called The Groom Has Cold Feet. So we're excited about that. That will be August 22nd through the 23rd. And then we also have at the end of the month, the very last weekend of August, is The Woodsman and the Fairy. And that one is being performed by our Tamaqua Area Community Theater. And that also will have adult interaction and children interaction. So we're looking forward to August with theater.
There are so many productions taking place, and this really brings everybody together, people of all ages getting involved. And you can be a novice or an expert.
Absolutely. The great thing about community theater is if you've never been on stage before, it's really about getting yourself to feel comfortable, reaching out and saying, hey, I'm going to take a chance, I'm going to learn some skills, some stage presence, I'm going to learn how to project my voice. There's a lot of educational properties with confidence and self-esteem building that goes along with theater, and so that's why we're very excited to have it offered at the Tamaqua Area Community Arts Center.
If anyone is interested in seeing any of these shows or being in a show, who do they call?
They can call 570-668-1192. They can ask for Leona or Zane, and we'd be sure to tell them what the next audition dates are for upcoming shows in the winter.
And if they're looking for something else besides the theater, there's pottery as well, a brand new pottery studio. It's been moved.
Yes, we've been renovating throughout the building, and one of our new improvements for the fall is the relocation of our pottery studio. We are moving it to a new location. We'll have a grand reopening on Thursday, August 28th at 6 p.m. So we are encouraging everyone to come on out and join us for that event.
And so what will be taking place in this pottery studio once it's fully up and running?
We have hand building, we have slab work, we have sculpting, and also clay wheels. And we are doing some fundraisers to raise money to get our studio equipped with a few more pottery wheels so that we can offer some new offerings and adventures to people who are interested in playing with clay.
All right, so if they're interested in that, they should give you a call as well.
Absolutely. They can also check out our calendar on our website. It's www.tamaqua.arts.org.
All right, very good. A lot happening in Tamaqua, so if you love the arts, you're going to want to be there and be part of all the theater and the pottery and all the upcoming events. Come back and talk with us often.
Thank you, Lisa. I will do that.
Leona Riga.
Thank you, Lisa Sugar. The Standard Speaker staff will be busy this weekend. Here's one story that they are working on. A competitive job market, especially for young adults, is leading more graduates to pursue military careers. An Army recruiter in Hazleton and his recruits share their stories in this weekend's Standard Speaker and on standardspeaker.com. Coming up after this break, Janine takes us to Nescopec State Park, and Lisa reaches out to people who have never donated blood. And me, well, get ready for sports because we are going to have a chat with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs' Russ Kanzler.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're in your community today, back here at the Nescopec State Park, and we're with Megan, and we're talking about encouraging you to enjoy the great outdoors.
That's right. Well, in 2004, Pennsylvania State Parks introduced a program called Get Outdoors PA, and since then we've been trying to introduce people to different passive recreation to get them outside, excited about their state parks and forests, and get them a little bit healthier. So there's a lot of different programs that we offer through our parks. Each one's a little bit different, so we have different programs at each place. So here at Nescopec we have hiking series that takes place throughout the year. We also offer kayaking opportunities in the summer, and even during the winter we're open all year round, and we offer snowshoeing and cross-country skiing that you can do for free right here at our park throughout the winter, when we have snow, of course.
Right, when we had snow, we had a great amount of snow last season, but it's nice to enjoy all 4 seasons in Pennsylvania. We're fortunate to have things go on throughout the year and enjoy all these different seasons that we have. There's something to do outdoors for each of those seasons. And you have an upcoming event.
Yes, we have a couple upcoming events. Throughout August, we do have a couple kayaking events here at the park. You can look us up online for more information or give us a call. And also we have our hiking series continuing throughout the year. It'll end in November, but we do have one coming up in August. On August 13th, we'll be hiking at Hickory Run State Park, about a 2.5-mile hike on the Hawk Falls and Orchard Trail loops. All of those hikes start at 9 a.m. and they're open to the public. So please join us, bring the kids out and the whole family. It's a great time.
Capture a lot of memories with your family and friends. Next week, what are we going to talk about?
Next time, we're going to be talking about our Junior Bird Club right here at Nescopec State Park.
All right, as we hear the birds behind us.
Yes.
We're here at the Nescopec State Park. Join us next week right here on FYI Weekend.
Well, it's a number that I didn't know until just now. Only 5% of the population, the American population, actually donates the gift of life by giving blood to the American Red Cross. Colin Riccabon is here right now from the American Red Cross, the External Communications Manager for the American Red Cross Northeast PA Blood Services. You need donors all year round of all ages, so tell us, how is someone to become a donor and who is eligible?
Well, the important thing that you have to know is that there's an urgent need, and there's an urgent need right now for all types of blood, A negative, B negative, O negative. We're encouraging those people, again, to make an appointment to donate blood. You have to be 17 years old. You could be 16 with parental permission, 110 pounds, and generally in good health. So when you go through the process of donating blood, you make your appointment. You can go to 1-800-RED-CROSS, call 1-800-RED-CROSS, or visit redcrossblood.org. Set up your appointment, or just walk in. We always encourage a walk-in at a blood drive or a blood mobile, and you'll fill out a health history. You will have your health history taken after check-in. They will make sure that you're physically able to donate blood. You'll lay down and have a great American Red Cross staff there to help you. Donating blood takes about 15 minutes, I guess, 10 to 15 minutes, and it's about an hour total, an hour and 15 minutes of your time to make a difference. After that is all over, you get to sit down and enjoy some cookies and some juice. So it's a simple process. The number one reason people say they donate blood is to help someone. And you just never know who it's going to be, whether it be a family member, a friend, a coworker, or even you that find yourself in the position where you need blood. You want to be able to give that patient hope.
When people donate blood for the first time, what do they say afterwards then? Was it a fear of the unknown that made them not do it all along?
There are a variety of factors. I think people sometimes have a fear of needles, which is a common one. Some people don't feel like they've been asked to donate blood. One of the things that I've kind of seen over my time with the American Red Cross is, after talking to donors, is they don't realize the importance of donating blood until someone is affected. Somebody is in a position where they need blood, and blood can't be manufactured. It only comes from those donors, from those people that generously give their time and roll up their sleeve.
And blood doesn't last forever, so it's not like you can put it on the shelves and leave it there for 6 months.
Red blood cells, 42 days, they are viable. Platelets, which is the clotting component of blood, which you'd have to go to a donor center in Scranton or Wilkes-Barre to donate, that's only 5 days. So platelets are the clotting component of blood that helps patients that are going through cancer treatment, so chemotherapy, and those that have open heart surgeries. So 5 days is all a platelet donation lasts. So there's a constant need. We always say the need is constant, and obviously the numbers support that.
Well, you're looking for donors, but I'm sure you're also looking for organizations that maybe want to sponsor or host a blood drive. So if anybody wants to do anything like that, who do they contact?
You want to call 1-800-RED-CROSS, visit redcrossblood.org. It'll take you to the right people. If you have questions about donating blood, I know there's always a lot of questions. I just got a tattoo. I just traveled outside the country. Don't be afraid to make that phone call and get the information because especially during this time of the year, during the summer months, when blood donations typically decline, and we do find ourselves in that position right now where since May the 1st, 80,000 fewer donations, blood donations across the country. We are, the American Red Cross, facing a looming blood shortage, but you can help by just rolling up your sleeve.
It's as simple as that, and I hope you will do just that. So check out the American Red Cross on their website or by calling them and give the gift of life.
A lot of good information there, and here's more information on our community calendar. The Knights of Columbus St. Nicholas Council 12105 will hold a blood mobile on Tuesday from 1 to 6 p.m. at Our Lady of Lourdes Roman Catholic Church Hall in Weatherly. Coming up next on FYI, it's my interview with Russ Kanzler. Stay tuned.
It's time for Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. 2 new releases this weekend. First, Guardians of the Galaxy rated PG-13. A group of interstellar outlaws team up to save the galaxy from a villain who seeks the ultimate power in this comic book space adventure from Marvel Studios. And Get On Up, the biopic of James Brown. From a childhood spent in poverty to his emergence as the godfather of soul, Brown's incredible life story is one of talent, determination, and perseverance. Still playing Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Hercules, Planes, Fire and Rescue, Sex Tape, and Lucy. For all the showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 570-450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 570-450-7340.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Hey, look, everyone, it's Russ Kanzler. Russ Kanzler from our area playing AAA baseball here for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Used to be with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees. We'll talk about that. But first, Russ, new organization here with the Phillies. I have to ask you, did you get one of those sweet hats with the bacon slab on them?
That was the first thing that I noticed in my locker when I got down here. I said, yeah, okay, I got a pair of pants that have bacon running down the side and bacon on my hat. But no, you know what? They do a really good job here, and it seems like we have a different home jersey for every night. So it's a good thing for us. It's a good thing for the fans.
So it's a lot of fun. And let's talk about the adjustment you had to make coming from the Yankees organization, then coming over here to the Phillies. Was there an adjustment? What's the biggest adjustment you have to make?
Well, you know, anytime you join a new organization, it's always a little bit of an adjustment, and I've had to do that a few times in my career. So you start to get used to it. You start to get used to the process. It's just like a new kid in school. You know, you try to make new friends, and you're trying to get everybody's names down, get the coaches' names down, get the routine down that the team does. So, you know, it takes a couple days. It takes about 48 hours, and then it's just baseball as usual. It's business as usual for me, and I was welcomed here with open arms, and I got a really nice welcoming from everybody, including this guy here. So it's been great. It's been a lot of fun.
One coach you had to be familiar with, Ryan Sandberg, the manager of the Phillies. I mean, you played with him with the Cubs, right?
Yeah. He was my manager in 2007 in Peoria, and then again in 2010 in AA with the Smokies. So had some experience playing under Rhino, and have a good rapport with him. Really enjoyed my time with him, and then would always say hello with him and catch up with him when we came here when he was the manager for Lehigh Valley.
Things don't work out with the Yankees. How do you keep your calm, keep your focus, and prepare for what's coming next?
My faith, really. It's my faith in God. It's my faith in the plan that He has for me. I've definitely had a rocky road here the last couple of years with ups and downs and releases and designations. I feel, and being a part of a lot of different organizations, but ultimately I'm very, very fortunate and grateful to still be playing professional baseball and to be doing this for my 11th season. You look back 11 years ago, I never thought I would be able to play this long. So to be able to play this long is definitely a gift from God, and I just try to keep that in perspective. It didn't work out with the Yankees, but it turned out that I came down to this organization and I got a lot of at bats. I came down here from day one, and I was playing every day hitting cleanup, which I wasn't really getting that opportunity with the Yankees. So you just try to keep it in perspective and just keep the focus on that. You're playing baseball for a living. So despite the tough times, it's I get to play a kid's game.
We had one at bat on a few nights ago, home run you hit right here. One of the most memorable home runs was it when you came when you were back to Pennsylvania for the first time, hit a home run, think at first at bat. Do you remember that? And do you remember any of your other home runs, or does that one stick out?
You know what? In probably a couple thousand professional at bats, there's a few I remember, and that one was really special because, like you said, it was my first time back home in 8 or 9 years, and I was playing here first at bat. I hit a grand slam to left center, and there were so many people here that I hadn't seen for so long, and Coach Live was there, and I could hear him yelling, and I don't think I had any encounters with him since high school, so that was really special. That was one that I'll always remember.
I talk about defensively. I mean, where you've been and what you've been working on.
It's the same kind of situation here that I have with Scranton. Playing some first, playing some right field, DHing. I've known this for the last few years in my career. My values with my bat, so I need to show organizations that I can put together productive at bats every time I come up to the plate, and that I can show them that I can do that at the major league level. So my bat's going to carry me. My bat's going to keep me around. I just have to do my best to try and make sure that I can show that I'm a reliable defender at all the positions they put me at.
Valley Days this weekend in Cunningham. Do you have any Valley Day memories? I mean, do we get a chance to be around?
I hope so. Yeah, we'll be here, so I'll probably have to go down a little bit earlier. But I used to look forward to that so much when I was a kid, going up there, swim at the pool a little bit, and then go up to Valley Day and try my luck at some of the games up there, enjoy the food. I haven't been there since I was a kid. My last memory, actually, last time I went up there, I was riding my bike up to Valley Day, and a bee flew in my mouth, and it ended up stinging me in the inside of my mouth. I didn't think anything of it. I go up there to Valley Day. I'm playing some of the games. I'm eating food. I felt a little dizzy, and I remember I saw Ann Kubik, and she looked at me and she said, Russ, your lip's a little swollen. By the time I got to the ambulance, my lip was about 5 times the size as it is. So that was actually my last memory at Valley Day. I hope to have a better one this year. But, oh, man, that's a nice thing that they have in town.
Well, Russ, thank you so much for your time. Not playing very far away. If you get the chance, come down here to Coca-Cola Park, see Russ Kanzler play. It's the weekend, and I love sitting at a high top, ordering some delicious apps and having a few beverages with my friends at Bottlenecks, where they have an awesome atmosphere with awesome food.
Anybody who has a dog who likes to spend the majority of its time outside needs to realize that the dog needs shelter and water, that these things are vital, especially in extreme temperatures. So you would always want to provide a decent shelter like a doghouse or something similar, and of course a large bowl of water, which you should check regularly, several times throughout the day. Cats, actually, for people who have indoor-outdoor cats, they tend to take care of themselves pretty well when it comes to getting out of the heat. They can always find a bush or some shady spot they can curl up under, which is one of the differences between indoor-outdoor cats and outdoor dogs. Normally a dog is chained or tied to a particular area, whereas a cat has free roam. So it's important to keep up with your dogs when they're outside and check their water bowls often. You should take into consideration the dog's size and age. An older animal will succumb to the heat or extreme cold a lot more quickly than a younger, healthier one. Also, larger, hairier dogs like Siberian Huskies or St. Bernards, Great Pyrenees, you would definitely want to keep a really strict eye on those kind of dogs outside. Not to mention dogs with really, really thin fur at the opposite end of the spectrum, because they are liable to get sunburned. Anybody who wants to bring us donations can do so between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. any day besides Wednesday and Sunday. Those 2 days were closed, and we appreciate any kind of animal-related supplies. Canned food for both dogs, cats, and puppies and kittens as well. Canned and dry food are both equally useful. We go through a lot of cat litter here, as you could imagine. Cleaning supplies are also appreciated. And right now, it being kitten season, we could certainly use kitten formula. We are having many younger cats brought to us right now. A lot of cats are having litters this time of year, many of which are being brought to us. And we sometimes struggle to feed them if the kittens are brought without a nursing mother. So kitten formula would be very helpful to us at this time. Well, generally our shelter staff does not go out on call often to pick up running animals. We have a very small staff. So if the animal is friendly and approachable, we recommend that anyone who finds it would bring it into us if they can. For hours when we're not in the office, times and days when we're closed, you could always call your local police, and the police will actually bring the dogs down to us.
Well, here's hoping everyone has a better Valley Day experience than Russ Kanzler's last Valley Day experience, so have fun this weekend. And next week, we'll hear more from Russ Kanzler. Plus, we'll stop by Penn State Football Media Day and have a report from there as spring practice kicks off for the Nittany Lions. That's it for FYI Weekend. We'll see you next week. Take it easy, everyone.